Hello, we're here for something a little different. My first ever Pokemon TCG deck profile. This is a Kingdra EX deck profile from the recent set Shrouded Fable. I wanted to build this deck solely because of the promo card art for Kingdra EX. I just thought it was really cool. After playing the deck for a few weeks, I really like the deck. It's kind of slow to get started, but it's still pretty solid, especially with Kingdra EX. But I'll explain a little bit more when I get to the cards. So without further ado, we have four Horsey, because you need the Horsies, in order to get to the four Kingdra EX. Now with Kingdra EX, the one energy attack, King's Order, allows you to, with one energy, retrieve up to three water Pokemon from the discard and put them onto your bench. It can be any Pokemon, not just basic, any Pokemon. So the idea is to use that early on to just get your Feraligators, your Baxcaliburs to just set up everything early on. And if you want, the 2 energy attack Hydro Pump, 50 base damage, then an extra 50 for each energy attached. So a minimum of 150 damage right there. So if you wanted to, you could just put a lot of energy on Kingdra EX to just dish out every damage. It's just one of those things with 310 HP. With how slow the deck runs, it just you may not be able to do that right away. Then I am running 2 regular Kingdra, mostly for the ability Seething Currents to shuffle one of the player's hands and put it on the bottom of the deck. Then that player draws 4 cards. If you know your opponent has certain cards, you can shuffle their hand onto the bottom of the deck and have them draw 4. Or if you need to just kind of reset your hand, that's an option too. It's basically an Iono for one player, right? Then we got 2 Baxcalibur. Basically, it's one that you'll discard early on and try to bring out for the ability Super Cold. And you'll try to get as much energy as you can with the Earthen Vessels and the Superior Energy Retrievals. So you get as much as your hand and you just set up super early. Then we got, right now, 2 Feraligators for the attack as another attacker. Because with the ability, the attack Giant Wave will do 280. Now you can substitute this with the Blastoise EX from the most recent set. Not Shrouded Fable. I forget the set name, but the most recent one. It's basically the same thing where it's going to do 280 if you discard 2 water energies from your hand. Like, it's 2 energy attack, you have to have 2 energy on Blastoise EX, and you discard 2. So this deck, even with Feraligatr here, you're just trying to recycle as much as you can. Then we got 1 Qianpao EX for the energy search on the ability. We got 1 Origin Form Palkia V-Star, 1 Radiant Greninja, and 1 Fezandipiti EX. I feel like Fezandipiti EX has become kind of a staple in like a lot of decks, because with the ability, if your opponent got knocked out by your opponent's Pokemon on their last turn, you can draw 3 cards. It's pretty good. I like it. It's just meant to sit on the bench, kind of be there to draw cards. That is the Pokemon lineup. Up next, we got the item cards. We got 3 Superior Energy Retrievals and 1 regular energy retrieval for the energy recycling from the discard. I decided to go with this because in late game, I don't want to discard as much. So I thought 1 energy retrieval to get 2 as opposed to discard 1 to get 4 might be a little better. You know. Then we got 1 Super Rod for the same thing, try to recycle. And with Super Rod, you have the option of doing a Pokemon as well as the energies. We got 1 Hero's Cape for the Kingdra EXs to try and prolong their stay on the board, right? We got 4 Earthen Vessels because we need to see as many energies as we can. We got 3 Rare Candies because they're meant just for the Horsies into the Kingdra EXs, or a Kingdra if you already have an EX out and want to do something different. We got 2 Buddy Buddy Poffin to get the Horsies out on the bench as early as possible. Then we got 3 Nest Balls, because this allows us to get the Pheasantipity, the Radiant Greninja, any basic Pokemon outside of Buddy Buddy Poffin, because Buddy Buddy Poffin is limited to basic Pokemon that have 70 or less HP. So Nest Ball gives us more variety for the Pokemon we can choose. Then we have Ultra Ball to get the evolved forms like the Kingdra EX, the Origin form, Palkia, and with both Ultra Ball and Energy Retrieval, it allows us to discard those Pokemon we want to discard to try and get them out with Kingdra EX, right? So not only do they both give us options of getting cards we need, it allows us to play into the strategy of getting Pokemon into the discard to use them. Then for the trainers or the supporters, right, we have 4 Irida, because this allows us to search for a water Pokemon along with an item. So it allows us to get the Kingdra EX and a rare candy, bare minimum, if we don't have it in hand. Right, we have 2 Iona. I only run 2 because we do have the Kingdra, if we really want to do that, and it doesn't limit us to just using Iona. Right, we have 2 Professor's Research, in case we need to do a reset on the hand, right? And we have 2 Boss's Orders, in case we need to do some plays with our opponent's Pokemon. Then for energy, if you didn't keep up with the card count, we just have 10 basic water energy. That's all you really need for the deck, nothing too special. But that is the deck. I hope you enjoyed it. Not a long video today, not long at all. But I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay frosty.